Guys, what is up? We are doing the 5th class trial, also apparently called the last class trial, but I doubt that because there is another chapter after this because I did not get the achievement to get all the Monikumas. So activate that. So activate that. Okay. It's time to lock in. Let's do this. Class trial, start!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister, you're awfully quiet. You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
No.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
Woo!
This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
Let's just save real quick.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Now that's more
The
like
cast
it.
has
Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
whittled down so much that it just feels kind of weird. Truly killer man Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person or ultimate imposter? Class heaven.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were torturing him!
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
Kill flash here.
That was Fuyuhiko!
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
We have to torture Nagito. No, was what we called torture in the first place.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were torturing him!
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito! The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were
The reason Nagito's body...
It's because...
Wow, I had no idea. What?
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Anyways, I can't get over this, man. Duct tape actually doesn't do that unless you're one of the best ones.
Danganronpa.
the killer didn't tape... I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
Sub 10. I need to mention this stuff. I wouldn't save after this too.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Oh, fuck's sakes, I hate this video, bro.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Literally the smartest guy here. Smartest person, so we're the band ropes down left, that seems to be continue.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Crap!
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Bro, what?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they duct taped his mouth shut.
What? I'm not dumb, bro. The duct tape was after. I'm not wrong, what?
Pay attention! First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they duct taped his mouth. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap. Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Pay attention! First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb. Then, after they killed him...
I don't get it, bro.
Pay attention! First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Pay attention! This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
What?
Pay attention! This is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
That was a waste. I was seeing if I can, like, suck up
Pay
the
attention!
statement.
First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him... Pay attention! First, and got information about the bomb's location. Pay attention! First, and got information. Then, after they duct taped his mouth shut.
We are so fucked. I have no idea, bro.
Pay attention! This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
What?
Crap! Pay attention! This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
That doesn't make sense.
Pay attention. First, and got information about the bomb's. Then, after they.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I swear I did that.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before you.
Are you fucking serious? I swear I did that. What the fuck?
Trap?
I'm actually wasting my time for like 10 minutes, bro.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Holy
But if
hell.
you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to?
Pay attention. This first, the killer and got information about the bomb's. Then, after they.
Allow me to cut through those words.
No.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Yeah, in elementary school or something. Ooh, good clapback, good clapback. Respect for Hajime. Should have said
You were
that.
with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
Yeah, she didn't deny the claims,
The
but
blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Connor.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
You'd skin him now.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia.
What's
Alrighty
up,
then.
bro?
Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for fire. They're right, we need to kill out first. Reason for fire is to destroy evidence. Or maybe it was a noise cover. I don't know, it's fire that noise. Burn rub or oil lighter, so I'll keep it here.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
I have no problem
The
with that.
killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
That was a crazy hidden
Some
thing.
kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of... He lit the curtain on fire.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as
I
an
didn't mean to do
improvised
that, oh my
fuse?
god. I just shot because I wanted to shoot. Flipping hell, man.
The direct cause of the oil lighter found at
The killer used some kind of... He lit the curtain on fire.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
What?
The direct cause of the fire was... The oil lighter found it.
The killer used some... He lit the curtain on...
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape of it can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
some way. Maybe they used
There should have been a way to...
Or perhaps opening the door caused...
Thank God.
I agree with that.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Time to go back and mock him. Wars Monokuma panels and Sonia's later statements.
The direct cause of the fire... The oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way? Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound wave.
Or perhaps opening the door intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
Oh my days, bro. I've really got to restart again.
The direct cause of the oil lighter found
The killer used he lit the curtain on fire.
some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape of it can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
some way. Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to.
Or perhaps
I agree with that.
I'm losing my mind, bro, playing this game.
I also
just as I thought.
Shut the fuck
It
up.
was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Alright, back to min-maxing, baby. Bam. Okay, okay. Miss Sonia, as soon as I see a statement, just shoots it for the ultimate time. Wish I could speed this up, however.
The direct cause of the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup.
Well, I wasn't gonna get that.
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way. Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with.
Or perhaps open...
Okay.
I agree with that.
I also agree that
Just as I...
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Crap!
Not. Hide the domino effect, brother. It was dark in the fire?
Crap!
Yo, we're finished, bro. Thank goodness I got this stuff from Sonya, so I'm like, display problem.
Crap!
That makes no sense though, man. MP3 panel. Oh my days, MP3 if it is, I'm so happy. Gold! 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 Gold!
You're talking about...
Because that caused the noise.
Danganronpa. I'm so smart.
I holding control until I get to the point where it locks in.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The sound of the house felt even darker as I was sunrise. That dance loud hymnal blared throughout blah blah blah. It's written down
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
I don't know, I think that's a bit far-fetched. I feel like if I wanted to hide that sound, you use something a bit more like loud, like rock music or whatever.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Yeah, it was covered. It says I'll be fine. Okay, yeah, we already know she could barely open it, that was a problem.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
No,
And
there's
when
no
we
way.
opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
And they made it out of cardboard, why would they be
Yeah.
so heavy?
And that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Those are entrance to the warehouse. Chuck is talking about.
I see!
Oh, I'm so quick thinking.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
No.
Ooh, we were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of...
You already
You
know.
don't have to
like,
think
what the
so
fuck?
hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
It's Nagito.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder.
Hajime? What do you mean?
Person from the domino effects out of the warehouse, there's no person could have been. It's Nagito Komaeda!
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it's impossible to think about, but I feel like I'm looking at something. What am I overlooking, bro? burned rope has to be.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
This looks important after I
That's
saw that.
obviously impossible.
Yeah, and it's short too.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms.
No, that's wrong.
Well, Loki got it right, so respect me and my name.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
Because he wasn't by himself.
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
I see.
Because it was mentioned that it didn't look like he was
Take
burned.
a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's
Oh,
not what
fuck.
I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Yeah, could you? No, you definitely could.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Oh, fuck. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants some money back. The fuck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
I'm not giving 100 Benjamins. Wait to sell yourself around. You don't know how to kiss stuff around first.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If you threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Well, looks like we're gonna retry this.
Even if Nagito's... How could he stab his...
if he threw the knife and let the knife, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
That makes sense, Loki.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If you threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped and slammed his right hand, propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped it, he could have used his bound left hand.
so out of options, bro.
Even if Nagito's... How could he stab his...
If he threw the knife and let the knife fall,
Could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right propped it. If he just propped, he could have used
His bound left hand.
Even if Nagito's... How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife and let the knife, could he stab his hand? Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped and slammed his right propped it. If he just propped, he could have used his...
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
Fuck's sakes, bro. Pissed.
We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Even if Nagito's... How could he stab his...
If he threw the knife and let the knife,
could he stab his hand that way?
is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right propped it. If he just propped, he could have used
his bound left hand.
Alright, let's
if
go.
you're tied up, we don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Shh, I need to hit some stuff so I don't fucking down time.
If he threw the knife into the and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way? Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Bro, what?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped the knife.
What?
I agree with that.
Put the knife on the plushie, bro? What you on? High in the sky, brother.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Yeah, I can't lie. Some of these, like... if I was in these guys' positions, we would never win because the fucking... The deductions bro's making is just so outrageously... it's just so unfathomable that it's just like absolute pure insanity.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Sub 2 seconds, blood.
The life-size Monokuma...
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's
That
stomach.
makes no sense. What?
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
Okay, it does explain blood, but it's a fucking spear-shaped hole in there, bro.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
Also, apparently my laptop isn't charging. I've had it in charge for like an hour. So I'm low-key horrified on why it ain't charging, so... Yeah, I'm just confused about that.
Plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear. If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I'm sorry,
Like
Sure,
I said,
bruh.
if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
No.
That's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again,
No.
right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monami sassing me.
Okay, I'll just close another tab, so if I start losing charge, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm
Okay, it's
betrayed
going up,
again,
gang.
I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Low-key, I'm gonna be honest, the only one who can actually even think this far is, like, her. Sonia is smart, but she ain't, like, that smart. She's, like, very emotionally stupid. Sharky isn't emotionally stupid, and she's smart. Could have been Kazuichi, could have been Akane, could be Fuyuhiko. So it's her or Fuyuhiko. Then the only two that I think actually have the skills.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Ooh. Go queen.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's very committed to some ordeals, so now we're doing that. Even
Alright, let's do this.
Woo! Ultimate Reserve Corps student.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
Please.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's
First
wrong.
goal, amazing goal, bro.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
So it
He
makes
only had
sense he was
blood on the
holding
lower
somewhat.
area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
I see!
Yes, I knew it, bro.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
The front tail, bro.
Now that you mention it,
I say front
compared to
tail
the
just
rest
like
of his
that.
body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
So that's the problem. That's what I'm gonna save right now because the writing went blur. Like I'm gonna go into the
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
The cord had like a hand stain, had like a hand width of blood that there wasn't there.
Plus,
See?
the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Next, give this cord except the spear was his left hand. But how would he stab himself with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
No.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled.
How it was positioned?
It was thrown over the fucking hook, bro. Look above, facing up, and stabbed through his stomach, so it's just before that. Could be. But just gotta think about it. I should be able to figure it out where the spear was. Let me just search up what's it actually called, by the way. Girder. Ceiling girder. No, logic dive, okay? You fucking kidding me, bro? I'm losing my mind. This pitch for. I was gonna think about turning, but I guess not. So above. What the fuck? I can't. They actually just keep switching on expectations. Fucking calm, bro.
It's all coming together.
I don't understand how I'm gonna get time on that because it's so hard not to hit
The spear
anything.
impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Danganronpa.
Gonna save again because that was kind of long, in case I do get this wrong. I don't even remember what the random bullshit was, so I gotta lock in. Now what the fuck is that? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I got Alt F4, it's genuinely quicker. Like, why the fuck is it breaking my ankles? I'm losing my mind, I need to calm down. This is gonna be such a long episode, bro. We're not even halfway through. We're not even halfway through. We're gonna be 15 minutes in, plus, by the time I finally fucking finish this, bro. I'm not gonna fix the problem at the top left of my screen until I'm actually fucking, done this stupid logic dive. But I should have got the one that had more jumping power. Are you fucking... What? Why did it stay there? Why? Why did... It's so inconsistent. None of them move at a proportional rate. The first one barely moves. The second one fully moves. The second one fully moves. The third one fully moves. The fifth one barely moves. I mean, what the fuck is this stupid inconsistency for what? And if you make me know that game, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Stop pressing with BS, bro. You literally just hold here. What? Are you fucking kidding me? It moves around? Oh my god. It didn't move around any other time. You're telling me I got like 4 times back to back to back, right? Like the same place? Are you serious? Like, you see what I mean about this crazy ass luck? I just got some bullshit happening. Also, after this, I gotta check for my computer's charge because low-key I did have to turn up my brightness on my screen so I could feel like I'm more locked in. I can't, bro. Why did that one fully move? What? Literally, We're never beating this, bro. Never. Holy shit! Smack with the wrong, bro. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Did you have to be there? I can't, man. I can't. I was trying to take it slow and steady, and this one just decides to go, nah, man, fuck you, bro. Give me some gaining charge. That's the only thing that's even good about this. So my laptop's not completely cooked, yay. Low-key amazing pace, low-key amazing pace. I can somewhat afford to slow down. Oh my god, bro. Was that the same one? The same fucking one hit me? Are we serious? Like, what can I do about that? I have to move quickly so I can clear the gap. On top of that... Yeah, I'm overriding the first one because that is literally the one that I'm failing so much on this. My core's all so fucking high right now. The thing is, I'm near the end, it's just that one specifically keeps fucking me up. Fuck, I almost forgot what I was doing, bro. Low-key hike. One. What item connected? Spears cord, spears cord. We need to be careful, need to be careful. Holy shit, bro, holy shit. Save, 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 save.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed
No
suicide?
guarantee.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end, which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
She's fucking insane, bro.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was
guarantee.
trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over
There's no
again?
guarantee.
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up.
I still think my original theory's right.
Seriously, so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
These are signs for those else to play. Clear on this first phase, gameplay Malice, mind-boggling. Malice prisons us even after he died. Listening from Malice's book, I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, I'd probably snare him.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that.
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Her intuition's
It's
crazy,
probably
bro.
just my imagination.
Man, let's talk about it. I don't see mistakes in it, but I don't feel so uneasy about it. I ain't supposed to done the traitor.
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
No.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
Just look at my truth bullets. Hello? 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 Well... No, what? Am I crazy? They're not more smart. And plus, it still doesn't make sense. The panels. What? These do not make sense. These do not make sense.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to read such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you understood.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Ultimate, bro.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something about this Nagito, that's something you can't even mess with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Something about this Nagito's death piece of evidence that you couldn't mess with.
Crap!
Something about this Nagito's death piece of evidence that you couldn't even mess with. What could he not mess with? This maybe?
Crap!
What could he not mess with?
Crap!
I thought that'd be genius because he couldn't fucking move it, could he? Maybe this, like, I'm just throwing shit at the wall hoping it sticks right now. Has to be something near the end, right? So we're doing the bottom three. Bottom four. Bottom five.
I see!
Oh my goodness, bro.
Is it
I just did that because I thought it'd be
Monokuma
that.
file?
Danganronpa.
Damn it, I wasn't clicking right, so I was clicking left.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Bro, just go inside the warehouse. Main shop. There's laceration on his left arm. Suspicious part is what is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Time? Hangman Gambit? Please be a short one, bro. Time. Time of death. Cause of death. Bro, this might be the worst. I can't imagine trying to do this, bro. This is gonna be the worst thing of all time. Do you all see how much shit is getting spread, bro? Oh my goodness. If we can do this flawlessly, I'll lose my mind, bro. I thought it's time of death, not cause of death. Obviously, time doesn't fit.
In this particular case, is
Yeah, whenever something isn't actually specifically mentioned, doesn't say what killed them, it's always important. I'm gonna save because honestly I don't want to go back doing all that. There was a bit there, because we will be on this for a long time. Cause of death. Okay, lock. We need to see. There is no way, bro. I mean, it's like, how do you even, like, fucking do this? Like, what? Bro, it's just doing this honestly quicker, because honestly it seems like it. I mean, no, I'm too far into this. We gotta do this real quick. Bro, it gets so hectic so fast. Am I gonna be able to do this, bro?
Danganronpa.
Bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I can't, bro. How are you supposed to stop what just happened? I saw it in the bottom left for a fucking nanosecond. Oh, look. Yeah, I'm gonna spawn these two right next to each other, but they're gonna have different speeds, so they instantly crash into each other. I mean, you have to have some fucking perfect luck for that not to happen. Worst part is, this is the... Yeah, we're gonna need to save the first one, because otherwise it's gonna take fucking ages. C-A-U-S-E, cause of death. Fuck, man. Bro, what the fuck? I didn't get anything I need, so I have to sit here and fucking slice everything that is bad out. Do you all see how bullshit this is? Now that is the best. Oh my god, bro. It is so dumb how much appears.
In this particular case, is Monokuma.
Danganronpa.
That was such a good run too, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I got it!
I took like 8 hits there. 8!
In this particular...
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Danganronpa.
Can't even do this quickly, bro. I need everything to be correct, but it's just so hard. I don't have enough fucking focus time. Like, what? How was I fucking supposed to stop that? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
In this
Danganronpa.
Is this the worst minigame of all time? Fuck's sakes, bro. It's just not possible, man. It's just not possible, bro. It's just not possible, man. I was guessing that was a T. Oh my god, I need A. Fucking hell, man. Like, what?
I got it!
Keep in mind, I'm full sweat and I'm using all my brain cells. I mean, how the fuck are we even doing this?
In this particular case, is
Yo, shut up, bro.
Danganronpa.
Yo, is it actually possible to do? Even with slowdown, you can't do it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my god. Like what? That was my best run so far. We got like 15 hits. I'm so sick of this shit game, bro. I'm actually leaving a negative review. I'm 100% leaving a negative review. I don't know how people play this game and like are happy.
Danganronpa.
I need you. Fuck's sakes, man. Like what? How?
In this particular case is Monokuma filed. There's no specific cause of death.
I'm fucking dumb, bro. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm ending the video. Bye.